Stampers, Jennifer. Gonna do a quick easy card today. This one is a thinking of you, possibly a missing you. Not for sure how I'm gonna finish it up. We're just gonna get started on it. For a coworker that is missing work, and she's going through a pretty rough time right now. And so I'm gonna make a card, take it to work. Everybody's gonna sign it, and we're gonna take it to her and hope she loves it. So let's get started. Here we go. So excuse the mess. I've already been, brainstorming. So I did use 2 Cricut cartridges this time. I started with the Creator Critter, and I also used the Close to My Heart Art Philosophy. Okay, and on the Creator Critter, I used page 25. I used the owl and the tree branch. And that is on page 25 again. And then on the Art Philosophy, I went to page 53. I used the square, and I also used the layer. And that is the decorative layer. And these ones were cut out at 2.5. And I believe that my owl was cut out at 3. Alright, so there's the Cricut. And the paper I'm using for tonight, basic color paper, just came from Joann's, just different color packages. And I am using a yellow polka dot paper, and that is out of the Simple Stories Charmed Life. I'm using this yellow one down at the bottom. And I'm not sure, I was thinking about using the heart one, but I haven't quite decided, so that may get thrown in there. And I am considering using some of this leftover, I believe, I know I've used this in a previous video. I'll have to look back on that. I want to say it's from the paper stack, but I'll double check on that for you if I use it. We'll see. Definitely using this paper, and this is called Finally Fall, You're a Hoot, and this is Bella Boulevard. We'll be using that on the inside. And I am using, I believe I'm going to use, using this big card, since I'm going to have people signing it. And these came from 6x6. It is a pre-cut, die-cut card. These came from Close to My Heart. Okay. The stamp, one of the stamps I'm using is from Stampabilities. I got this at Hobby Lobby. And it says, many people will walk in and out of your life, but only true friends leave footprints in your heart, by Eleanor Roosevelt. And I got this for half price. So that's going to go on the inside. I have not decided yet if, like I said, if I want to say missing you or thinking of you, but I did pull out a couple of my Close to My Heart sentiments so that you could get a variety. I have a Say It in Style D1283 or a For Every Occasion D1187. And I also have Sincere Expressions Occasion, and that is A1146. Any one of these would work. This one has Thinking of You. The For Every Occasion, it has a Thinking of You, Missing You, For You. The Say It in Style, it also has Just Because, Thinking of You. It has Thinking of You in 2 different sizes. And that's why I picked this one, because it has a Thinking of You, a real tiny one. And I think it's going to look better with this one. And this is the reason why I picked this one. This one is called Paraphrase. And this is from Close to My Heart. It's actually a double set. It has double stamps. It has 2 sides. There's 2. And I'm going to show you a little trick that I've done before. But there's an owl. I don't know if I can, there's a glare. I'll pull that up. I'm going to actually take that out. The stamp actually that goes with the owl says, believe in who you are. But I just want the who part. Covering up with my fingers, I'm sorry. Believe in who you are. I just want that who part. And I'm going to say, who's thinking of you? And then I'm going to open it up and say, we are. And then have the sentiment. So, shall we begin? And of course, our Crafted with Love will be on the outside. And I also got out some ribbon. I'm not for sure if I'll use that, but I think I might. Not for a ribbon. It's white with polka dots. And I also pulled out my Fiskars. I'm not for sure of the name of this one, but it has the little scallops. And I'll be using some Memento Tuxedo Black ink. I got that on sale also. So those are my plans. I'm also going to use some sparkles. Sparkles. Because why wouldn't you want some sparkles? Oh, and I also have this little bag of flowers. And I'm going to use a flower for my little owl. And I did purchase just some bright blue paper from Hobby Lobby, because the town where she is from, their school colors are bright blue, and I knew that she would enjoy that. So, let's get started. Get all these little pieces off of there. I've already got my little owl cut out. So we're going to start with, that's the envelope, and I'm going to use that stamp. I want to go ahead and stamp this owl from the Paraphrase onto the envelope. Block. And I'm just going to put that on the front. And look how nice and pretty that turned out. That's just going to be our little decoration right there. And I'm going to go ahead and get this ready. So this is my Believe in Who You Are. That's the sentiment. But I'm actually only going to use the who part on that. And I'm going to show you. It's been a while since I've done that, so bear with me. But set that to the side. What did I do with the card part? Here we go. Such a messy guy. There it is. Okay. Let me put that one. Let me just have a see what I think. Alright, so 6 by 6, so you just want to do 1/4 of an inch less. So 5 3/4. By 5 3/4. And then the next one, I'm also doing just 1/4 of an inch less. So this one will be 5 1/2. Looks like I'm about due for a new blade. By 5 1/2. Let me make sure I did that right. 5 1/2. Yep. By 5 1/2. Okay. And there's that one. So cute. Okay. And so, like I said, I did cut out my owl. I used chocolate brown. Let me get out my book so I can show you the steps I used for this. Okay, on the owl, I used chocolate brown for the base. And then I used a baby blue for layer 1. And for layer 2, I used the teal color. And then I used an orange for the beak and feet. For the tree branch, I used that same chocolate brown, and which is the accessory button. And for the leaves, I use a textured green. Okay? And I believe I did cut those out at 3 inches. I'm going to go ahead and start assembling this part of the card. And this is what the owl looks like all separated. Chocolate, baby blue, teal. Chocolate tree branch, mint green. Well, it's more like a spring green. I take it back. Okay? And I'm now just going to assemble this all together. One thing I love about making cards is that, you know, it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. You're putting your time, your effort, your love, your thoughts. So, you know, it's whatever you want to make of it. A card does not have to be absolutely perfection. It can be whatever you want it to be. And I am loving the polka dots just like that. And I think I'm going to leave that as is. So I'm going to go ahead and assemble my cute little I think I'm not giving that a little bit of dimension. If I would have cut another one, I could have made that a little bit of three-dimensional. So that I'm just going to give you all an idea. I did not do that. I may go back and do that, guys, and cut out another set of leaves. And you can bend them in half and pop them up and give it a little bit of dimension. So, and just like crease them. And give it a whole lot more dimension on that. Now I'm just trying to decide if I want to. Now here's the thing. I can either cut off that edge, because now that that's like that, it cuts off part of the branch. Or I can leave it as is and go ahead and cover part of that up. I'm okay with it being covered up because that's, to me, it's fine. But you may not like that, and that's okay. It's whatever your preference is. Okay, here comes the fun stuff. Let's assemble this owl. And I'm putting that out right on there. And I am going to put that last one on some pop dots. This one right here. Because Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want it on some hot dogs? Stand her up. Because, you know, she's just as cute as she can be. And I use up all that I can of my spare little parts here. So, because these are stickies too. And okay, put that on there. Very nice. And now all I need are nose and feet. So, and I think I'll just rub it on here and then stick them. That might be a little bit easier than trying to do it the other way. Okay, and then I wanted to have flower in her hair, so I am using, I have a little yellow flower. I'm going to use a little glue dot, and I'm going to put that on her ear. And then, of course, I couldn't decide if I want a pearl or bling bling, but my pearls were bigger, so I'm going with the sparkles. Because, you know, diamonds are a girl's best friend. And so that's what we're looking so far. How stinking cute is that? You like? Okay, that's where we're at. And then, of course, you gotta want to decorate that. So, let's see. Not quite long enough. I wonder. Got a few little scraps here. And I kind of like polka dot. I was thinking about putting some ribbon on there. But I kind of like the little yellow polka dot. I'm going to cut this open and see if I like the ribbon. No? I was going to cut it open. There it goes. Let's see what we like better. No, I definitely like that little piece of yellow polka dot. I think that just works right there. Super cute. I do need to even it out a little bit. It's not quite even. So I'm going to try to do that. Okay. That looks much better. I'm just going to do that right in the center. Perfect. What? Not quite. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and just down at the bottom, like you could do a tag down at the bottom if you wanted to, you know, do a little note there, and anything like that. I don't want to. So I could do a little bubble like she's talking. That would be kind of cute. But I don't want to do that either. I'm just going to print it on there like I normally would. So I'm going to do this right here. I'm marking it off with my finger. You could use the baby wipe, whatever you wish. Some people use tape. I use my finger because I like to know that it's not on there anymore. And the fact that I'm using my finger, I know that it's gone. And even a Q-tip, puff a little bit. You can even, if you wanted to, use a scratch piece of paper just to the side. And if you're concerned, but I'm not. Press them down. And and then, because I know it only says who instead of whose, I'm going to take my little close to my heart pin, and I'm just going to add a quotation mark and a little S, and dot, dot, dot. And then going back to the now at this point we could do the thinking of you. And the reason why I said I would do a possibly a missing you, I really wanted to do something that matched the Who's more. So that's why I'm going with this one. And this one is from the Sincere Expressions and Occasions. And because it's in cursive, and it just looks a little bit better. Okay. Alright, so there is the front. We've got Who's, Thinking of You. And now let's work on the inside. I'm ready to have it all slammed up. Of course, we got to remember everybody is going to be signing it. So I'm excited. Okay, so for the inside, remember I said I used the Cricut, and on that one I went to page 53 and I used the square. I'm hoping this fits. If not, I'll have to go up one. It should be right there. Okay, and like I said, I bought that other block. And I'm going to need a little bit of padding so it'll stamp evenly. Very nice. Looks really pretty. Now, I just hope that the frame goes well with it. Otherwise, I won't be able to use that frame. I'll have to come up with something else. Okay. Yeah, that frame is not working. It's, see, cutting it out. Cuts off Eleanor Roosevelt's name. So, that's okay. We'll just go ahead and we'll use it like this. What I can do, maybe I can use it this way. Maybe use it just a little off center. Might do it like that. Maybe do it like that. Just to have a little bit of color behind it. We'll do that. Okay. Gotta come up and be creative, right guys? Alright, so we're back to the inside. And this is where our fun paper comes into play, because we're thinking of her. So we're going to cut this at, I need some blue paper again. I don't know if I have enough. Let's see. No, I don't. So we're going to put that back. We're going to cut this at 5 3/4. At 5 3/4. Let's see how that works out. Oh, that's cute. Okay. So that's what we're doing right there. I love it. It's got some really cute polka dots on the back too, guys. I just hope she likes it. That's what's important, that she loves it. And I'm going to use bonding memories just around those edges. On that inner layer. I'll hold that on there. And then use the Tombow. Okay. And stamp the back. I always do. Most of the time. A gift from my heart. Because it is the gift from my heart. And put it back in there. And just sign it. and the date. And there. And I may throw a button on there because, you know how I am. I love the buttons. And why wouldn't you want a button on there? In fact, I'm going to. Two buttons. Because I am the button fanatic. And then it'll be complete. Okay. And here, guys, is your completed card. Who's thinking of you? And of course, we will all sign in here. That's supposed to be all of us. Many people will walk in and out of your life, but only true friends leave footprints in your heart. Miss Eleanor Roosevelt. And then, of course, I hope you enjoyed the card. I know it was a little bit lengthier than the other videos I've done, but thanks for sticking it out with me. Have a good night. Bye.